I decided to try something different this time and narrate the video because I think this may have been my best match ever. Though my overall results don't necessarily show it, I think I ran 3 of the stages within 95% or so of the best I could have possibly done, and I was really happy with my performance immediately after, and remain happy with it after watching the footage. Malfunctions on 2 of the stages cost me quite a bit of time and really dragged down my overall performance. But those will happen, and I don't want to let them detract from what I felt was an otherwise great match for me. I decided to also add a slide after each stage comparing this week's performance versus my scores from the same stages during the actual Area 8 Championship match 1 week prior. Let's get into it. This will sound stupid, but big focus for me during this match, but especially this stage, was just on running. When I watched my footage back, I noticed that many times it doesn't really look like I was running, even though it felt like it when I was going through the stage. This was the first time I feel like I truly focused on all-out running. Still doesn't look like it was that fast, but overall I was really happy with my time and my execution of the plan. There was one little hiccup which I'll hit here. So the start draw could have been a little better, could have gotten around that barrel a little better. I was really happy here. I hit the activator, took that target, and then was able to hit that bobbing target with a single pass. Transitions, everything was good here. My reload was solid for me. Came into this position shooting. Hits overall were pretty good. I had one little hiccup right here where I thought there might have been a target there, but otherwise happy. Much better performance in the redemption match. Shaved over 7 seconds off my time and increased my alpha count by 2. That greatly increased my hit factor. I'm really happy with this stage. Sorry for the view here. I know there's not much to see. I debated whether including this because you really can't see much of anything. Fun stage. I think my plan was maybe slightly better than last week's. I executed a little better, but I don't know that it was the best flow, and I didn't feel like this one really gave me an opportunity. It's not my specialty. Being in super tight confined spaces as a larger shooter just doesn't necessarily play well to my skill set. I thought the unloaded start went pretty well. Obviously forgot about those targets and didn't do great there. Yeah, pretty happy. I think it was a little bit of hesitation there. Finding that took me a while. I think there was an opportunity right there to take that and maybe save an entire position. Wouldn't have had to go to this window, this very last window here. And that could have picked up some time. But overall, that was a fine stage. This one was neck and neck with nearly identical times, but swapping an Alpha for a Charlie on the second run through means that my hit factor from the championship was actually just a tad higher. This was a fun stage. It was our first of the day, but things didn't go well for me basically right off the get-go. I like the plan. This was a little different, but then I had that malfunction and my timing, positioning, everything was just off. This bobbing up target, I had a bad timing on it, bad sight picture. Realized after I started to move that I felt like I had mic'd it. Sure enough, I had. So I stayed for a makeup, and then I had a bad malfunction here that really required me to rack it hard to clear the round out. And yeah, everything just went poorly except for this back half portion. My hits ended up being really good here. I think I got 2 alphas on that target, which I was happy with overall. So here you'll get a pretty good idea. This was a tight window and I just wasn't in good position, didn't have a good sight picture, then had that malfunction. Then my timing was bad. Ended up 2. I realized I had missed one of those, so I went back, didn't like that, and shot, fourth shot at it. Everything here started going well. I was pretty happy, and then I had this malfunction. Couldn't easily clear it. Did manage to get it though. And fortunately the rest of the stage ran well. This was shooting a Fiocchi range dynamics. First time shooting factory ammo in a long time. I just didn't have enough reloads ready to go, and I paid the price for shooting ammo for the first time. The 2 separate malfunctions and just poor execution off the start really cost me on this one. Despite a mic in the championship, it was by far my better run. Sorry for the angle here, didn't mean to cut off the left side. It looks about the same as I shot it the first time, but my execution here was much better. Everything went well. I have one little hiccup that you'll see right here. I thought I wanted to reload, but nope, I faked myself out. realize my reload comes here. Overall, my times were good. Pretty sure I had all alphas on this stage, which I didn't really set out. I mean, I guess you always set out to do it, but I certainly wasn't expecting to end up with all alphas, but very happy to see that. Here you can see it in first person. I was really happy with I probably could have shot 2 at that, but I ended up with 2 alphas on it, so can't complain. Oh, right back there was where I kind of faked myself out with the reload, but everything else from here, my positioning probably could have been a little better there, and I wouldn't have had to take that step, but otherwise good. I was surprised to see just how close my times were, and happy with both runs. Obviously not forgetting a target and avoiding the 2 mics and penalties made for a much better run this time. Drew Maruski helped me out with a stage plan here, moving in and backing out on these targets. I didn't do that super well, and my positioning was a little off there. But I like that idea, shooting while moving. I should have taken the open target, not the tuxedo here. Remembered to take that step to get a little bit closer, but had a really tough, I remember trying to clear this round, and my first time trying to rack the slide, my hand slipped because it was jammed pretty tightly. So that cost me several seconds. But here you'll get to see it from the first person. So I kind of should have shot that left target a little sooner so I didn't lose it when I was backing up. And then I could have taken that open earlier and then the tuxedo there. Had plenty of time to move. I like Drew's idea of shooting that target when it was down so you couldn't even hit the no shoot. This is when, yeah, that really cost me. Hits, I think, were overall good. I couldn't acquire the dot easily here, and that cost me a little bit of time when I came into that port. This was another stage that was closer than I expected. The malfunction really cost me. If that hadn't occurred, I think I would have been really pleased with my second run through of this stage. And here's another stage where I was just really happy with my performance overall. Didn't have to throw any extras at those sliding poppers. Got my reload in, came in, up, could have shot that a little faster, could have moved on this one. I think I had it acquired. I should have run towards that target, and then shot it when I was much closer and saved probably a second there. But otherwise, I was really happy with how this one went down. This was one of the 3 really good ones for me. So yeah. Could have been quicker right there, and then I don't know why I moved so slowly with that. I could have just run to it instead of taking so much time kind of walking towards it, even though I wasn't shooting at it. But everything else was pretty solid. I shaved just over a second on the second run through of this stage, and despite adding 1 more Charlie, my hit factor was still a decent bit higher. Very happy with both runs of this stage. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Really appreciate everyone that watches these videos. They started out just as a way for me to get free storage of match footage so I could watch it and analyze myself. I do enjoy making them, so if you have any comments or feedback about this narration, if you hate it and just want to hear what I may say during the match or a bunch of gunshots going off, that's fine too. I don't know if certainly don't plan on doing this for every match, but this one where I thought I had 3 out of 6 really good stages and just overall left the match remembering why I love shooting and why I got into this in the first place. So thought that I would make a voiceover video for this one. Now for the obligatory YouTube, please like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks.